Hi everyone, Kathy Beltran with Wings and Whispers. I wanted to come on here and introduce myself and my channel and share with you what to expect and the exciting things that are coming. Also, the creation of the angel wings. I know a lot of you have seen the cardboard angel wings that I do. And I've received such a huge response on, are you selling them? Are you, doing any classes? Are you, or are you going to tell us how to make them? I sat on that for a while because I really wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I will tell you this, the process to make them is pretty long. So at this point, I'm not selling them on a large scale, but what I do want to do is I want everybody to have them. And I'm really big on sharing. So that's why I've decided to open the channel. One of the things I wanted to talk about is the name. I named it Wings and Whispers because I love all things wings, and obviously I make wings. The whisper part is just me talking and sharing everything I learned. And I really felt guided to do this. And I decided that I would start out with the 52 things I've learned so far. So before we go any further, I do want to share one of the first things I learned. And it is to help others and share information. And so that's why the channel is here, because again, I'm not big on selling, but I'm big on sharing. So I hope that you can share this channel for any of your friends that would like to make some of these for themselves. And that's the most important thing. So one of the things I wanted to really share here is the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel, I've actually uploaded 3 slideshows, very short, but it kind of goes over some of the different processes that I've done with the wings and different sets of wings. So if you get a chance to look at that. But right now, I want to share with you about a minute slideshow on the creation of these wings. So you have an idea of what I'm going to be talking about next. So let me get that and we will get started. Okay, so that's one of the little slideshows on the channel right now. What I want to do is any future designs that I have or any other creations that I want to share with you, I'm going to put in here as well. And I will always give you the steps and the DIYs for it. Again, I don't want to box myself in. I just want this to be a fun, creative channel for myself and for you. So the other set of wings that I have, I told you they're the bigger ones. One day I'll definitely have a DIY on that as well. What I want most importantly to tell you is the time that it takes to make these wings. So I'll give you an idea of what happened with me one day. I was going to go visit my daughter, so I decided I'm going to make her a set of the wings. And I made the medium-sized wings. It took me 2.5 days from the time I woke up to the time I went to bed. I was working, obviously stopping for dinner and breaks here and there. but it took me 2.5 days to do this and working the entire time. So if you think this is going to be a process that you're just going to be able to do it in one sitting, no, you're not. It's going to take you time. And so be prepared for that. The size, what I'm going to do is, I believe I'm going to do 41 inches. So I have all my things here ready for you to, for the next few videos. But what I want to talk about most right now is the basic supply list that you're going to need. We will talk about the complete basics. So one, you're going to need a cutting mat, something that's going to protect your working surface, whether you're on a table, counter, or on the floor, because depending on the size of wings you make in the cardboard size, you're going to be all over the place. So I got a 24 by 36 inch Fiskars cutting mat, which you'll see, which is here. It's a pretty big one. I bought it at Walmart for under 20 bucks, but I've had this, so it's perfect. If you don't have that, I also have, when I work on the floor, is a 2 by 2 foot square of plywood, and probably like a 1/2 inch thick, very, very thin. But it will help you with your cutting process and protecting you as well. So definitely have something and keep that in mind. Lots of pencils and sharpeners, erasers, and rulers. You're definitely going to use a lot of that, and you might want to use these because you're going to start to your fingers will start to get sore as you're working. One of these, the protractors, this is going to help you with your wing neck, is what I call it. And rulers are different sizes. The rulers, so I have this one, and you'll see a very large one down here, actually are going to help you in the sculpting phase. So you're going to definitely need some of that. With that, you're going to also need, first phase is you're going to need some packaging tape that will help you with the boxes. You're going to need some regular Scotch tape and tracing paper. So I have a pretty large roll of tracing paper, and it's about 24 inches wide by 20 feet long. You don't necessarily have to go out and buy this. They do sell them in the stores, different sizes and dimensions, and they have them in, I want to say, Amazon. You can get them on Amazon, but you don't need to have just this. You can go ahead and get like a tracing pad of paper and pull out 6 sheets and use your Scotch tape and tape 3 sheets lengthwise together and 3 more underneath, because you're going to need that length. And if you are going to go bigger, obviously add more. So it could be more cost effective to you. I just have the huge roll. The last thing is, well, actually not the last thing. I do want to talk to you about a measuring tape. So I have this little pocket one. It's perfect because you're going to constantly be checking your designs, and it's great just to have in your purse because, you know, if you're out shopping, you need a piece of furniture, or you're looking at boxes or whatever. It's awesome. I definitely have a tape measure on hand for yourself. Cardboard. Cardboard is going to be the best thing. You're going to need that to create these things. So I moved here this past summer, did a long distance move, and luckily enough, I knew I was going to have tons of cardboard. And so to make these wings, I actually used all my wardrobe boxes. Actually, not mine. I got them from friends. I used to live on a military base, so everybody was moving in and out, and I was able to grab loads of that. But most of my boxes are actually thicker than your normal box. We're going to talk about the wall size of the box. So there's single wall and double wall. My wardrobe boxes, or a lot of my moving boxes, are double wall. The box that I'm going to recommend you, if you don't have any, to buy is a Walmart box. I mean, I kind of went out and looked for some cheaper boxes for people, And they have a large size, which is about 18 by 18 by 24. And so it's pretty long. But when I look at a box, I look at the whole flat box. So what you're going to get is 36 by 42.5 inches. So that's a lot of working space to make some of the wings. With this box, like I said, you can get it at Walmart. It's a few dollars. You're going to need at least 3 of them if you don't have boxes. What you'll do with this box is actually fold it in half, and then you're going to actually cut the fold lines, not the box flaps. You're going to cut, there will be 4 sides, you're going to cut them with box cutters. So you'll end up having 4 sheets. And the sheets will be 18 inches by 42.5 inches long, you know. That's what I recommend you do. If you can find boxes, it's going to be helpful if you have all the same sizes, at least for the different layers. So with this box, again, it's a single wall. And I'm not sure if you can see that, but what it is 2 pieces of craft paper, or paper, and inside a corrugated wave of cardboard. And so with the boxes that I used to make this one, I had double wall. So this is single wall. So I would have 2 of these on a box that I would cut. So cutting a single wall box is going to be much easier for you than cutting a double wall. But the reason I emphasize the difference is because with this one, there's a lot of depth to each layer. And the reason why is because of the double wall cardboard. So most of my layers here for this base layer, which is base layer number 1, is actually 1 inches. And for each layer, let's just say we're going with 3 layers. 3 layers are going to give me 3 inches. So if you use a single wall, you're going to get 1/2 inch. So it still looks great. So like I said, I've done angel wings, a medium-sized wing with the single, and they still look fabulous. So don't worry if you can't find double wall. You could also go out and buy 6 boxes to get the thicker wall. But I would just say, go with your first try and first creation with the wings. Just do it with the single wall. You'll have more fun. It'll be easier to shape, and you'll be done much faster. So I definitely wanted to make sure to bring that up. Okay, so one of the other things I wanted to tell you is that no set of wings are going to be the same. And that's based on your sketching and your use of the sketches over and over. I will be sharing lots of tips and things. So if you end up deciding you want to make a lot more for friends and family, or whatever you want to do with it, I'm going to give you a bunch of tips, things that I figured out and will completely save you a lot of time. But again, the wings, if I make 2 of these, one right after another, they're going to be completely different because the way I shape them, the shaping, the sculpting, oh, that can completely change your dimensions. So you could start out, like I'm telling you, to start out with maybe a 30-inch design. In the end, when you are sculpting it and shaping and molding it, you may lose, after the drying time, you might lose 3 inches or 4 or 6. It depends on how high and how much depth you want in your piece. So keep that in mind. But the painting and all your finishing, steps that you do, you're never going to have the same one. You might have some of the same shape, but we'll definitely talk more about that later. So for now, what I want you to do is get those lists, the supplies that I talked to you about, get them ready, and be on the lookout for step 1. This is just my introductory video, letting you know what to expect from the channel. And I do also want to share one other thing with you. I decided to open up a Facebook group called Wings and Whispers. And this is a place where viewers and participators that are going to create these wings right along with me can have a place to share, ask questions. I've already uploaded lots of content in there with the basic supply list and upcoming lists. I will be easily, you'll be able to ask questions, and I'll be able to reach out to you faster with anything. And so I think it's just another great place to share information for the channel. So definitely look at the top of our channel. There's a subscribe button to Wings and Whispers Facebook group. You can see a lot of the stuff on my personal page on Facebook, Kathy Beltran. And so I definitely want to share that with you today. But so, like I said, this is the beginning of the basic things that you need. And I'm so excited to start this journey with you of creating another set of angel wings with you. And happy creating, everyone. And I will see you in the next video.